Hi and welcome back for this last part on the face tracking camera mini. In this video, we are going to set up the servos and focus on the software. So for this video, I will assume that you already know how to upload a sketch to your Arduino. The first thing to do is to download the Arduino sketch and the face detection software. As for the part, you can either find it on the website littlefrenchcave.com under face tracking camera mini, or just by following the link in the description. This piece of software was written in Python, so you can either download the executable version. This is the most convenient way. Unfortunately, I only have a Windows version. Or you can download the Python file and run it from your IDE, which is great if you want to improve upon the program. And to be honest, I think there are a lot to improve here. This should also allows Mac and Linux user to use the camera. Upload the sketch to your Arduino and try to remember what COM port the board is using. Unplug the Arduino from your computer. We are now going to temporarily plug our servos, then power the Arduino using the power supply. The sketch we just uploaded includes a starting routine that involves the position of both servos to be set at 90 degrees. You should hear them move. When this is done, unplug everything. Carefully unscrew the pan servo horn without changing the servo position and remount the camera facing forward. Next, fit the tilt servo horn to get the camera to point straight forward. Nice! The hardware is all set up. Fit the LEDs, the jack and the voltage regulator on the case. Then seal everything by screwing the Arduino. We are now going to run the face tracking software. This software will be responsible for collecting the video feed from the camera. It will then process the images by trying to detect faces, and depending on the result, it will tell the camera to move in a way or another. Okay, we are nearly done. Plug your power supply to your Arduino, plug the Arduino to your computer, and also don't forget to plug the USB webcam to your computer. Then start the software. You might get a warning message since I am not a certified Microsoft developer. You can ignore it, or if you don't trust me, just use the Python file and check the code for yourself. I won't blame you for being too careful. Make sure the software is displaying the right camera feed. If it's not the case, you probably have more than one cameras plugged on your computer. Try to increase the camera ID by 1 until you find the right one. Put all the min and max movement around 90. You should get the value I have on the screen if you start the software for the first time. If it's not the case, make sure the range isn't too big. This will prevent the camera from crashing into its base if something hasn't been set up properly. Now we can connect the Arduino. Enter the COM port, then click Connect. If the connection is successful, you should see the Arduino doing its starting routine. If it's not working, make sure you enter the right port. You can double check it in your device manager if you're on Windows. Also make sure you do not have another software open that blocks ports. I noticed 3D printing slicer often block a port, so make sure you close them before. Now we are going to make sure our servos are moving the right way around. Set the manual mode, then move your cursor on the video window. When you move your mouse up, the camera should also move up, and when you move your mouse down, the camera should move down. If the movement is inverted, tick Invert Tilt. We are going to follow the same procedure for the pan servo. Move your mouse to the left. If your camera moves to the left, perfect. If not, tick Invert Pan. Okay, now we know everything is moving as it should, we can set the limits. On the pan servo, we can directly go for the maximum range of the servo. So 0 to 180, since we won't have any clearance issues. Just make sure your wires aren't getting pinched anywhere. For the tilt servo, we will go for the trial and error technique. Slowly increase the range until you reach the maximum movement it can get. We are now done. Try to turn off the manual mode and the camera should start roaming until it finds a face to track. So, of course, this project in itself doesn't do much, but it should be quite easy to develop upon it. Instead of turning a light green when looking onto a face, you could maybe get a robot to perform some sort of useful action for its user. Just let your creativity go wild and just have fun. If you made it to this point, well done, this is great. Feel free to send me a picture of your project or how you used it as a base for your own stuff. I'd really love to see that. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope to see you soon for a new project.